Okay, today we're going to be working on an oldie but a goodie. This is an iPhone 6s Plus. It came in for no display. So we're just going to go through the diagnostic process and see what we find. I've already plugged this into a charger and I didn't get any kind of display out. But I can tell that it is kind of turning on by the current consumption that it's taking. As soon as I plug it in, it takes a moment and then it'll pull about an amp or so while it's turning on. I have heard the buzzing and some of the sounds and the vibrations, so I know that it's turning on. So let's switch to hand cam so y'all can get a better view. Alright, now that we have this out of the housing, we're just gonna do some visual inspection, look at the connector, just make sure nothing has been knocked off by anybody from a previous repair. It looks fine. So we're going to do a quick diode mode check on all of these. Now I know that I should get a certain amount of grounds on one side and a certain amount of grounds on the other side of the connector. I'll show you right now which one. So I'm just going to go down the line and just see if anything seems off. So going down this left side, I get one here, and then it seems like every other one, which is normal, or every other one, and then nothing, good. And then on this side I get one and nothing else. That last one was because I hit the end. So jumping over to ZXW, you can see here I have one every other, and then I have one here that's ground. So nothing is shorted to ground. And so now we can just diode mode check these and just see if we get anything that doesn't read right. Alright, you should be able to see my multimeter here. So we're going to go down and I'm going to tell you the value that it should be, and then you guys can see the value that I'm getting. So right here it should be 0.4-ish, 1.7, and I'm already getting OL, so that's not right. And then going down the line I should get values, just going down. It doesn't really matter what it is, just any kind of value. Alright, so we're going to check that first line. That first line is going to be this one right here. So clicking on that, 5v7. It's pretty common to have issues on this 5v7 line. So going there, it goes over here to this little filter, and then it goes to the other side of the board. So we're removing this small sticker. We can look at this side of the board and then go back into the kind of short detector beep mode check. So one side on ground, and then this is the Chestnut IC, which is right over here. This is Chestnut IC. So I'm going to just check the caps around it. I know kind of one of the ones that's common to go bad. So checking over here, checking over here. So you see these are fine, those are fine, but these two are shorted. So let's see what that is in ZXW, and it is an LCM, which is the screen, and it's like a 6-volt boosted line to power the screen. So I get short on this side, short on that side, short, short, when it shouldn't be. So we're just going to inject voltage and then see what gets hot, and from that we should be able to tell what's going on with this. Which one is a bad component? It might be the IC, but it could be a cap too. So I have my probes here. This is over here, so I'm going to touch one side to ground, and then the other side I'm going to touch to one of the other ones. I'm going to set it to a low voltage, 1.6 volts. Spray some alcohol on that. And then let's see under the microscope. So remember, it's these two right there that are the bad ones. So let's put a little bit more alcohol in that, and then we're just going to touch. Now this is a 6-volt line, as we saw from ZXW, but it's a like right here. It's a 6-volt line, but I don't want to inject 6 volts, so I'm just going to inject 1.6 just to be safe. So put some more alcohol, and we're going to touch it right here on that first one. Oh, you see how that second one dries up really quickly? So doing that again. You see that one? I'm going to show you one more time. Actually, I have freeze spray. I'll show you with freeze spray in a moment. That should make it super obvious. Alright, grabbing the freeze spray. There you go, now it's frosty. Alright, so touching this one, and there you go. That's the problem. So I'm just going to go in here, pop that off. And now we can check again whether our short is gone. So going back to hand cam. We're on short beep mode, and then this side is ground and this side is not ground. So you see, not beeping anymore. So that's good. That means that we pretty much fixed that problem. Now the IC might be bad, considering that we got open line on that second reading. Let's go back and check to see if we still get open line. And now I get about 1.6 or so. So that's good. That should be it. We're going to go back to hand cam and let's plug it in and see what happens. Power on. And then prompt to boot. Rip. My camera died. So I closed it up, let it charge up, and now we are getting display and touch is working. So we should be able to get in. Everything should be working just fine. That should be the only problem that was on that. Now, I did have to move on while the camera charged, and it looks like the next thing in my queue was a multi-function defense flashlight. I don't know, you could use it for whatever you want. So let's see how this works. I think you just press this. Oh shit!